Welcome to virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai Education Department. I am Mrs. Akshata Kale and today we will learn English. Come on students, we will move to the lesson. English of Standard 6 and the name of the lesson is, can you guess children? Yes, you are right. The name of the lesson is a Kabaddi match. Yes students, it is about a school Kabaddi match which featured some spectacular raids. I will tell you a summary of this lesson in short. Okay, you must have to read the lesson to enjoy every moment of this sport. The match was between the students of 9th A and 9th B. 9th A won the toss and the match began. 9th B was a strong team with smart players. But at the end, 9th A beat 9th B, who had never tasted defeat earlier. Because of their team spirit, their confidence, their strategies, their swiftness and suppleness. Okay, this is all about the lesson. Students, I will give you detailed information about Kabaddi and its rules. Who knows, if you make resolve now, one day you may help win glory for your school, district or even the state and the country. Isn't it? Okay, we will move further to know the information and get the rules. Kabaddi is an ancient sport. It originated in India and has now become popular in many countries, so that many international events are organized. In these events, international rules are followed, but several other Kabaddi styles such as Sanjeevani, Gamini, Amar, etc. are followed in different parts of India. In Kabaddi, two teams of 7 members each face each other in a flat rectangular court divided by a midline. You can see in this picture. The game is usually played in 2 halves with a half-time break in between. After the break, the teams exchange their sides in the court. To play the game, each team sends raiders across the midline to the other team. The raider tries to tag the opponents and run back to his side all in one breath. To show that he hasn't inhaled again, he has to chant Kabaddi, 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 Kabaddi all the time. If he has to inhale again, he is out. You can see in this, a black shirt wearing person is a raider and all that other team wanted to catch him. The opponents try to catch the raider and stop him going back to his half till he loses his breath and has to inhale again. If the raider manages to go back successfully, all the persons he has tagged and all those who have touched him are declared out. You can see here, he is touching the midline so that all tagged persons are out. For each player declared out, the opposite team scores a point. If all the 7 players in a team are out, the opposite team gets bonus points, a Lona. The team with the maximum points wins the match. These are rules of the Kabaddi. The game of Kabaddi requires good health, muscular strength, strategic skills, a lot of practice and above all, great determination. Indian girls and boys have always excelled at Kabaddi. Now students, here list all the words specially used in the game of Kabaddi. You know that there are some special words that are only used in Kabaddi. We will list them out. Words specially used in the game of Kabaddi are raid, raiders, anti-raiders, tag, Lona and midline. If you read the lesson, you will come across all these words specially used in the game of Kabaddi. Okay. This is from your textbook. Here you can see different figures, right? And some topics. And they asked us to classify the games using the following criteria. Okay, see here, indoor and outdoor games. We have to mention this type by using any of this figure. Okay, got this children? We will try 2 to 3. See here, first one, indoor and outdoor games. Yes, here we can do the classification like this. Games. Under the heading of the games, we can divide these games into 2 different types. That is indoor games and outdoor games. Right? We play inside the house also and we play outside the house also. Right? Some games we can play only in the indoor. That is example carom, chess, table tennis, okay, board games like Ludo, snakes and ladder, that all are called as indoor games because we play them indoor, right? Here some games we cannot play indoor. We need grounds for them, isn't it? They are called as outdoor games. Example, cricket, football, hockey, basketball, etc. Right? So many games are there that we must play in the outdoor. Got this children? We'll move to second one. Games played with and without any equipment. Yes, here we play games by using some tools or equipments, and without equipment also we play, isn't it? Yes, we will classify the games played under the category of 2, that is number 1, games played with equipment, and second one, games played without equipment, means we don't need any type of tools or equipments to play that game. Okay, we will go through the examples for the games played with equipment. Here we can write cricket. Yes, we need bat, ball, stumps, etc. Correct? Football. We need ball, net, right? And hockey, here also we need hockey stick, ball, and in the basketball we need basket and ball too. Correct? Means we need equipments or tools to play these type of games. Now we can play games without equipment also. For example, kabaddi, wrestling, swimming, running race, that is 100 meter, 200 meter, right? Here we don't need any type of equipments, right? We'll move to third type. Here, games which have one-to-one matches and those in which teams play against each other. For this, one-to-one means single players. And second type is team. Here again we can divide these games into two categories. Number one, one-to-one game means single. Okay. Second one, games played in teams. See dear children, we used three types of figures from the given figures. Right? Here the example for one-to-one is boxing, wrestling, chess, table tennis singles. These are all one-to-one games. Means here the single players, they play this game. Right? We'll move to teams. You know the examples, right? Cricket, we need full team. Football, hockey team, basketball team. Right? Here we can write kabaddi too. These games need teams. And each game has specific team numbers. Isn't it? Yes, rest all you have to try. Okay? Here, read the description of the kabaddi match and do the following. What to do here? Note down the names of the players and say whether each one belongs to 9th A or 9th B. Yes, in this description means in this lesson we have gone through so many names, right? Members of the team, correct? Now we have to list them out and we have to classify them according to 9th A or 9th B. Yes, dear children, we will make a table here. Players from 9th A and players from 9th B. First, we will go through the players of 9th A. Here, Govind, Mangesh, Sohan and Vivek. These names are given from 9th A. Okay. And players from 9th B are Suresh, Ravi, Mohan, Vinod, Ajinkya and Mihir. Okay. Next one is, what characteristics are needed to be a good player of kabaddi? What should you do to develop each? Yes, two questions are asked here. First one is characteristics needed for a good player of kabaddi. And second one, what we have to do to develop this kind of characteristic. Okay, first we will answer the first question. Answer: good health, muscular strength, strategic skills, confidence, team spirit, and above all, great determination is needed to be a good player of kabaddi. Isn't it? Right? Okay. Now, the answer for second, that is, what should you do to develop each? Yes, we must need good health, muscular strength, team spirit, confidence and great determination. All this we want to develop, then what we have to do? The answer is here. To develop these qualities, one must eat good food. Okay, healthy food. Follow correct exercises and should make regular practice. This helps to achieve the confidence, right? Yes, dear children, these we have to follow to get the above said qualities. Answer the following in one word. Dear children, here some small questions are there. We have to answer them in one word. Okay, single word. We will go through. First one, which class won the match? Yes, you know the lesson now. You know this description, right? Which class won the match? You are right, 9th A. Second, in which country did Kabaddi originate? Yes, India. Very good. Kabaddi originated in India. It is our game. Third, how many members are there in each team? Correct. 7 members. Very good. Fourth question. What is the person sent across to the other team called? Yes, you know that there are 2 teams and one team sends a person across the other team to play. He is called as raider, right? Next, what word does the raider have to chant? Something he has to chant without taking the breath, right? What is that? Yes, in Maharashtra we use kabaddi, 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 right? Sixth, what is the term for bonus or extra point? Yes, one specific term we use in kabaddi for bonus or extra point gained. Yes, what is that? Very good, that is lona. Right? We'll move to next. Describe in your own words the important events in the first half. Yes, you know that there are 2 halves in kabaddi, right? We have to write in our own words about the important events in the first half. Okay? We'll begin. The match began with 9th A winning the toss. They sent their raider Govind, who swiftly touched Suresh from 9th B and scored a point. Then 9th B sent their raider, ace player Ravi. Ravi wrestled down Mangesh, a strong player from 9th A. However, Mangesh saved himself. He scored 3 points for his team, as Ravi, Mohan and Ajinkya, who were holding him, were declared out. Then Mihir from 9th B managed to tag Sohan from 9th A. Right? After this came Vivek's raid. The remaining 3 players from 9th B caught his arm and tried to pull him back, but he went across the midline with the anti-raiders hanging onto his arm. Thus the whole of 9th B team was declared out. This happened in first half of this kabaddi match. Correct? We'll go through what happened in the second half. Question is, describe in your own words what happened in the second half. Answer, in the second half, the 9th A team was full of confidence. Once again, they managed to catch hold of the ace raiders Mohan, Ajinkya and Ravi and won the match. Isn't it? This is the summary of the full description. Right? Now students, today we are going to learn about degrees of comparison. This is the grammar part and this is very important. Okay, please give more attention towards this. Degrees of comparison. Yes, students, here three types are there. Number one, positive degree. Second one, comparative degree. Third one is superlative degree. Remember these three types: positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Now, when to use all this, we will see. First one, positive degree. It is used when only one thing is being described. Got this? Comparative degree. It is used when two things are being compared. The first, we are describing only one thing. In comparative, we are doing the comparison between the two things. He is taller than she. Like this, comparison will be there between two. In the third one, that is superlative degree, here it is used when three or more things are being compared. Ram is a tallest boy in the class. Tallest, and in the class. See, all the boys are compared with Ram. Got this? Then we use a superlative degree. Okay, we will go through some of the examples. Then it will become clear for you. See here, three birds are there. First one, blue bird, is a small bird. That is a positive degree because we are only describing about that bird. That is, it is a small bird. When the yellow birds we see, then we say that it is smaller than that blue bird. Means we are doing the comparison between the two birds. So we say that is smaller. That is the comparative degree. Okay. The next one is a red bird. That is smallest among these three birds. So this is a superlative degree. Okay. Now one more example, see here. Here young, younger, youngest. Here also positive, young, comparative, younger and superlative, youngest. See their ages. Next one, see the sizes of apples: big, bigger, biggest. See here the size of the elephant: big, bigger than, biggest. Yes, dear students, see here, these are all adjectives. If the adjective is small, then we add er when we are changing that one to the comparative degree, and we add est to make it superlative. Okay, and if the adjective is longer, then mostly we add more to the comparative and most to the superlative degree. Okay. Complete the following sentences using your own ideas. This is from your textbook, page number 17. Here three sentences are given and we have to complete these sentences by using positive, comparative and superlative degrees. We will move to first one. The princess was as dash as dash. Means we have to describe a princess. So I will put like this. The princess was as delicate as a flower. Okay. Here we are thinking only about the princess. We are not doing any comparison. Got that? Okay, next one is the princess was dash than dash. See here, comparison is there. So we can write here the princess was prettier than her sister. Here comparison is in between her sister and the princess. Then it becomes a comparative degree. Here you can see ER is added. The princess was the dash amongst all dash. See here superlative degree we have to write, and you can see here the comparison is between the princess and rest all women. So we can write like this: the princess was the most beautiful amongst all the women in the country. Got this, students? Again I will recall, positive is describing a thing. Second, comparative means there will be a comparison between the two things. And superlative means there is comparison between three or more things. Okay? Here we will write the different forms of positive, comparative and superlative. Okay? Good. Good is the positive form, better, comparative, best, superlative. Remember this, a little different. This is good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Okay? You have to remember this. Worse is the comparative form of bad, and worst is the superlative form of the bad. High, higher, highest. This is easy. Nice, nicer, nicest. See, these two are small adjectives, so we have added here ER to comparative and EST to make it superlative. Okay? Attractive, a longer adjective, so we are adding here more attractive, most attractive. Interesting, a long adjective, more interesting and most interesting. For these children, you have to practice more for these degrees of comparison. Okay, try to collect some more and make a list of positive, comparative and superlative degrees. Thank you, children. Now students, I will suggest you one activity on this lesson. Okay, try to do that. From the internet or other sources, find the other names by which Kabaddi is known in different parts of our country and the world. Okay, please try to do that activity. You will enjoy. Okay, take care, stay home and stay safe. Thank you very much, students, for being a part of this lesson. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get new updated videos.